Well, Parkinson's disease is very interesting because it's a disease where a very specific group of cells is being lost, and these cells produce this neurotransmitter called dopamine. And if you look in the part of the brain where these cells live, essentially, you see the cells are dying. It's very clear they're gone, basically. Again, this is an interesting process in a way because this is something that probably happens over many years, and you have to lose a lot of these cells before you develop the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. So it's been estimated that you need to lose about 70% of these cells before a person develops Parkinson's disease. So one of the questions is loss of these neurons at a sort of subclinical level one of the processes that's also affecting cognitive function? And it's very clear that we lose these cells as we age as well. There's now very good data both from postmortem studies and from PET scan studies that seem to indicate that these dopamine cells die at a rate of about 5% or to 7% per decade. So we're slowly losing these cells. In most people, it doesn't seem to cause problems. Some people develop Parkinson's disease, and it's not clear if this is the same process, if the process of cell loss with aging ultimately leads to Parkinson's disease, or maybe we all lose some cells with aging and then something else happens on top of that that is Parkinson's disease. But regardless, loss of these dopaminergic neurons is definitely a feature of both aging and Parkinson's disease, and you have to lose quite a bit before you develop these really serious symptoms of Parkinson's disease. But we think that some of this dopamine cell loss is related to some of the cognitive decline that occurs in aging, especially because we know that dopamine is very important in certain kinds of memory processes.
Parkinson's disease is a disease of the motor system, which depletes a certain type of nerve cell and the neurotransmitters that it uses to communicate with its neighbors. As those cells die away, the ability to perform refined motor skills is diminished. So it's a very different type of disease than other degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's.